Hey, it's Adon here, adoncoin.com, where I teach you how to play in DADGAD guitar. In this lesson, we're going to tune down to DADGAD, and we're going to use our ears to do so. I also have this tuner here, so we can visualize things as we go along, and it's always handy for those little tweaks that are needed. So if you don't have one, you can pick one up for free, either on the App Store or the Google Play Store, or you could pick up one of these little ones that clips onto the top of your guitar, which are very handy. Or you could plug in, if you have a semi-acoustic guitar, get yourself a pedal, and you'll be able to see things as we can see them on screen here. So starting with standard tuning, which is E, A, D, G, B, and E, we're going to go down to DADGAD, which is naturally D, A, D, G, A, D. So there are three strings that we don't really have to worry about because the A, D, and G strings are already done for us. So that's the fifth, the fourth, and the third string. So the three strings that we are going to be tuning down are the sixth, the low E, the second, which is the high B, and the first, which is the high E. They're going to be going down to a D, an A, and a D. So this low, we'll start with this low E, going down to a D. And the way I like to do it, using your ear, is to play the middle D. So we're going to use this middle D to work off of and try and match up the tones. So we play that middle D, and we're going to get our tuning peg, and we're going to start tuning down from E to a D. And try and match up those tones. Play the middle D, play the low string, play the middle D, and try and match them up. It's pretty close. So that's how we do it. We pass by the D sharp, and we go down to the D. Perfect. So now we have four strings done already. We have the D, A, D, and G. So we move on, and we'll do the same process with the high E. So we're going to use this, we're going to move the high E down to a D, and we're going to use this middle D as our reference. So we play the middle D, and then we can play the high D, high E. And we start tuning down that high E. We're going to go past D sharp, play the middle D again. Middle D. Should be close. Might go a little far and bring it back up. There we go. So now we've got three Ds. We've got the low D, the middle D, and the high D. Cool. So that's 5 of the 6 strings done. We're left with our B, which is going to be moving down to an A. And we can use the low A as our reference this time. So that's the low A, the 5th string. So we play that 5th string, and then we play that B, and we're going to be moving down that B string. So let's go for it. Play the low A. We're going to be passing by the A sharp. There we go. So that should be DADGAD. Let's go through it. There might be slight tweaks to be made. It's our D, our 5th string, our A. Sometimes when you move down into a different tuning, there's going to be slight little variations, so you'll need to fix. Just due to the strings lengthening and shortening as you tune, and that neck kind of changing tension. So now we're in DADGAD. So we'll play our first chord in DADGAD. 1-finger chord I'll show you, which is 1 finger on the 2nd fret of that G string. And that's going to be the first chord in DADGAD, which is D, also known as a D modal or D5. Names get a bit strange in DADGAD, but what matters is you've now changed from standard tuning to DADGAD tuning, and it sounds lovely. Congratulations! So now you're a DADGAD player, first chord done. So if you enjoyed that, give it a thumbs up. You can subscribe for more DADGAD videos. I've got plenty on this channel, and give it a comment. If you have any questions at all, I'm happy to help out. So yeah, I'll see you on the next video.